Jasmine had always trusted her husband, Marcus, but something had felt off for months. He was distant, always checking his phone and avoiding her gaze. Jasmine chalked it up to work stress until the weekend she went to pick up her mother-in-law, Evelyn, for brunch. She spotted her outside an upscale boutique, laughing and carrying shopping bags, not with friends, but with Lena, Marcus's younger mistress. Shock froze Jasmine in place. Evelyn, who had always pretended to be her ally, was smiling and chatting as if she and Lena were longtime friends. The betrayal cut deep. Her own mother-in-law had chosen to side with the woman who was ruining her marriage. Inside the boutique, Jasmine watched Lena slip a pair of designer shoes into a shopping bag while Evelyn paid the bill with a credit card Jasmine knew Marcus had entrusted to her mother-in-law. Rage burned in Jasmine's chest. Every laugh, every smug glance was a dagger twisting in her heart. She felt powerless watching her husband's betrayal extend to the one person she thought she could count on. Jasmine left without confronting them. She drove home in silence, her mind racing. How could she expose Marcus and Lena and simultaneously humiliate Evelyn without stooping to something impulsive that could backfire? Her plan had to be smart, calculated, perfect. By the time she got home, Jasmine's calm facade was shattered. She texted Marcus, "We need to talk tonight." Inside, she was already forming the strategy that would turn the tables in her favor. This wasn't just about infidelity, it was about betrayal by the people she loved most, and she would make them pay in a way they'd never forget. Jasmine researched Evelyn's financial accounts and noticed the most glaring vulnerability, the mother-in-law's credit card. A simple online cancellation, if timed correctly, could create a storm of chaos. Jasmine smiled grimly. She had found her opening. That evening, Marcus returned home expecting the usual routine. Jasmine greeted him with warmth, concealing her rage. She let him talk, let him dismiss her questions, and then casually mentioned, "I checked some of Mom's recent charges. Everything seems off." Marcus froze. He knew he had been careless with his mistress. Jasmine kept her voice calm and soft. No shouting, no confrontation, just quiet, icy precision. The next morning, she executed the plan. Using her knowledge of Evelyn's account, she canceled the credit card remotely, ensuring every pending and future transaction would be declined. She even set up automatic notifications to alert her if Evelyn tried to use it anywhere. Later, Marcus called in a panic. Lena had texted him, "Your mom tried to charge me $1,200 and it got declined. What's going on?" Evelyn, embarrassed, called Marcus in a fury. Jasmine watched the chaos unfold from her phone. Every shout, every accusation, every stuttered excuse was a taste of satisfaction. Marcus's mistress was furious. Evelyn was humiliated. Jasmine had already won, and the game hadn't even reached its climax. Jasmine decided to escalate. She invited Evelyn and Lena to brunch to clear the air, presenting herself as calm and gracious. They arrived expecting a typical polite family gathering, but Jasmine had invited a few friends who had connections in the social scene and had hinted that Evelyn's financial carelessness had been causing embarrassment. Halfway through brunch, Jasmine revealed the receipts and the notifications of declined transactions. Evelyn's face went pale as everyone at the table realized the truth. She had been shopping with her son's mistress using funds that were now frozen, and she couldn't explain why the charges failed. Lena tried to laugh it off, but the humiliation was instant. Marcus's mistress was exposed in front of people who knew the family and could spread the story in a heartbeat. Evelyn's attempts to justify herself were clumsy, defensive, and painfully transparent. Jasmine observed quietly, the sweet satisfaction of power washing over her. By the end of the brunch, both women were emotionally reeling. Marcus arrived late and saw the aftermath, the silence, the judgmental glances, the receipts displayed on the table. For the first time, he felt powerless, and Jasmine enjoyed watching his panic.
Jasmine's revenge wasn't just financial, it was strategic and enduring. She didn't confront Marcus directly. She let the social humiliation and exposure do the work. Evelyn, desperate to recover, had to beg Jasmine to restore her credit card privileges. Jasmine agreed, but only on her own terms. She insisted Evelyn pay for all the unauthorized charges and attend counseling sessions with Marcus and herself. Lena's access to Marcus was cut completely, and Marcus had to publicly apologize for the affair when whispers of brunch exposure spread. In the final move, Jasmine quietly transferred some of Marcus's personal funds into a separate account under her name, ensuring she had security if he ever tried to retaliate. It was clever, legal, and devastating. Marcus, Evelyn, and Lena were left scrambling, humiliated, and powerless. Jasmine had turned betrayal into triumph without raising her voice once. The best part? Jasmine never showed overt anger. She simply let smart strategy, timing, and calculated moves do the damage. The lesson was clear. Betray her, and she will turn your world upside down. As she sat alone that night, Jasmine smiled. She had lost nothing except the illusions of trust, and gained everything: power, satisfaction, and revenge done right.